You know what, guys? I am extremely lucky to have access to the Japanese version of Pokemon Black and White, and I need to pay more attention to these special events that's going on in Japan because Japan always gets everything first. I am extremely lucky to have the Japanese version because I don't need 10,000 points to get a Politoed. I can get one right now. Normally it would be kind of hard to follow this stuff, but since the Dream World is actually out in English now, I know exactly which buttons to push and stuff like that. Well, for the most part, I might forget for a short time. So yeah, Vanilla is actually kind of cute. I like it. I'm talking. Yeah, I like her. She's cute. I'm doing this at 5 o'clock in the morning, as you can see down there on my timer. So yes, I'm gonna have to be quiet. Let's just skip this because I don't want to wake up my roommates, you know. Which is actually one of the main reasons why I need to get my own place so I can do this many times I want to. So obviously I do this anytime I want to. First thing I'm gonna do is harvesting the berries I got that need to be harvested. Let me see what I got here. Okay, I got some berries there. This needs to be watered. Why isn't nobody watering my berries? This is the Japanese version, so I'm not gonna expect too much here. This is the Japanese version. I'm doing this Dream World in both the English versions and the Japanese versions. The fact that I have this, the fact that I actually have this in Japan, I should have had my my Vulpix and stuff like that now, but I don't. When planting berries, I think you want to use orange berries for this because orange berries grow very fast. They're useless otherwise, so you can probably pick these every day and get points a lot faster than that. So this is actually the only use I see for orange berries, and of course for the first gym leader. But yeah, orange berries go very fast, so yeah. This is the Pokemon that I caught doing my LP, by the way. I'm going to trade most of these Pokemon over to my English version for the LP. Alright, let's see here. I don't think that's where I want to go. There we go. I want to go here. This special Pokemon calf thing is only going on in Japan right now. It started in May, actually. I think it started in May, and I had no idea that this was going on. If I had known that this was going on, I would have been did this. I can go to the the Island of Dreams here, but it's on this special island. It's only for the Japanese version. I can catch Eevees and Poliwhirls here very easily, actually. Actually, this mini game looks kind of hard. I saw somebody else do it, but this is my first time doing it. Different music than our music. Okay. It works just like the ones that you're familiar with, but I can gain access to Pokemon that I wouldn't normally get otherwise. Like this, for example, a Poliwhirl already. I've only got 1,000 points, and I can get a Poliwhirl. You're saying like, but it's in Japanese. So the fuck what? You seem to forget that that Pokemon you can trade between regions, so I can take this Poliwhirl and trade it over to my English version and evolve it to a Politoed while I was doing that. And there you go, instant Drizzletoad. So yes, I'm very lucky to have this. Only thing I gotta do now is pass this stupid damn mini game if I know how to do this anyway. It looks pretty simple. You just have to. It looks pretty simple. Looks like you have to balance these cups. I saw somebody else do this. Looks like you have to slowly move him to his wait a minute. Yeah, it looks pretty simple. Only thing is how many times we have to successfully take somebody a water tea or whatever to get the necessary points we need to get the Pokemon to actually befriend you. I'm probably I'm doing this mainly for Eevee because I don't want a Politoed, but it's good. It's good trade value. I can get a Politoed now and trade it for a Ninetales if I get a good nature. And the fact that I have a Japanese one, the fact that I have a Japanese Politoed actually makes it very valuable. What that does is when you breed an English Pokemon with a Japanese Pokemon, it makes it easier to get shiny Pokemon, I believe, if it's the same way as it was in Diamond and Pearl. But yes, I can actually trade this over to the English version for somebody who wants to, you know. There's Lily. Her name is Lilligant, but I'm gonna call her Lily. I'm gonna call her Lily from now on because it's short for Lily. Oh, I can pick up 2 of them. Time's up. Okay, time's up. So you don't have a lot of time to do that. I got 7 hearts, so that should be good to get the Pokemon to befriend me. Yeah. I don't know what all this shit down here is. That looks like a lot of points, but it might not be. I don't know. I don't know if I befriended him yet or not. I hope I did. Anyway, as I said, I'm mainly doing this for a certain Pokemon. And there's a Smurgle, so you can get a Smurgle here too. Pretty cool, huh? You can get a Smurgle here. That's just awesome. Everyone knows how broken Smurgle can be. Smurgle learns every move in the game. Too bad the stats really suck, but you aren't doing it for the stats. People mainly use a Smurgle for like Spore and come on, get the damn cup. Spore and fucking baton passing and stuff like that. Come on, get this. Alright, I already don't like this mini game. I just hope that it isn't too difficult to get the Pokemon to befriend you in this thing, because this was very aggravating. You fuck. Get the damn. Thank you. Maybe because I don't like this mushroom Pokemon, because when I did my LP of this game, this mushroom Pokemon was really getting on my nerves. You pick up an item, and it's disguised. This thing is disguised as an item. It looks like a Pokeball, but it's a monster. Ah, damn! I fucked up. Okay. Yeah, this is hard. But for those of you who happen to have access to the Japanese version, I recommend you do this because you can get a Poliwhirl right now, and it's very easy. Actually, I don't have the 10,000 points in the English version, so I don't know if you have to like go through trillions of Pokemon before you eventually find a Poliwhirl. Because even if you get your 10,000 points, there's still like 100 other Pokemon out there that might appear. So you know, I don't know if you gotta get looking to find one. In this event, how it's a 1 out of 4 chance to find a Poliwhirl or Eevee or whatever you're trying to get. So yeah, unless it's the rare encounter. We'll see. Smurgle. I don't know if he's happy or not. And this is the Pokemon I want to get, Eevee. This is the main Pokemon that I want to get, Eevee. I think you'll know if you befriend him, because if you befriend it, I think it'll show you his moves and it's gender and nature and stuff like that. Don't know, so you didn't hear that in the background, did you? I finally have a reliable player to record my footage that's actually on my computer. So what this is gonna do is it's gonna make it easier for me to LP emulators, because the recorder that I'm using right now, it just so happens that this one records my actual commentary along with the game audio. So yeah. Now unfortunately this program is kind of hard to use, but still, you know, when I record emulators, I'm probably not gonna do any like special editing. I'm just gonna be basic, because unfortunately this thing, the program usually takes a long time to process the videos if you use that program to do it. Now I can record it on this program and transfer it to okay, the red ones are hard, and transfer it to Pinnacle Studio, but I'll probably have to lower the quality of the video if I do that, but that's okay. Okay, looks like some colors are easier to balance than others. Come on, get over here, get over. Ah, fuck you. Looks like some colors are easier to balance than others. I don't know how this works. But the red ones are definitely difficult to balance. I see that already. The red ones are hard to balance, I think. Get over there. Alright, I ain't got no time to get another one, so I'm not gonna try. I'm sorry, Pikachu. I really don't know how the scoring system works in this game, but it looks pretty basic. It looks like you just have to take the corresponding color to the right table, stuff like that. Okay, it's okay. Yeah, I befriended Eevee, and that's all that matters. This is a male Eevee, unfortunately. I need a female Eevee because the females are the ones that are really valuable. But there are only 4 Pokemon here. There's another Smurgle, Eevee, Poliwhirl, and Buttery, I think. So I can catch these Pokemon over and over and over again. And this minigame isn't very long, so I can get a lot of points here. If I get 20 and 30 points, this minigame isn't very long. So yes, I'm just really lucky to have access to the Japanese version because I can get things early. Now, this event will be in English someday, of course, but the fact that it's in Japanese now means that I don't need 10,000 points to get my Poliwhirl. I can get my Poliwhirl now, and that's actually one of the 2 main Pokemon that people really want to get. That requires an ass load of points. Poliwhirl and Vulpix is the other one, because Vulpix has the infinite Sun Day, Poliwhirl has the infinite Rain. So yes, if you can gain access to a Japanese version before the end of August, it might be worth it. It might be worth that $30 or $40 if you really want to get this stuff now. Okay, if you don't have your 10,000 points. But once again, I bought this the first day it came out, the Japanese version, and I'm just not learning as of yesterday that I can actually get a Poliwhirl now. I didn't know that until yesterday because I was on Cerebi.net. So shit, I've got just over 1,000 points in my English version, but hell, I can catch a Politoed Japanese version, trade over, and breed it like crazy if it's a female. And fuck, I am indeed gonna be using this on my next LP episode. Did that one count? Okay, so yes, I'm gonna do this off screen for a while. I'm trying to see if I can get some items too. There's a Pokemon. There's another Poliwhirl. See that? I befriended 2 Poliwhirls. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep doing this stuff and get a lot of Poliwhirls and a lot of Eevees. Then when I eventually get 10,000 points, I'll grab that Vulpix that I want. I didn't pay attention to see if the last one was a 3 lilies. What are the chances of that? I don't know if the first Poliwhirl I grabbed was a female, but damn it, female Dreamworld Pokemon are very, very valuable because you can breed and make more. And thing is, some people, and there are some of you out there. Let me see a show of hands. Okay, some people unfortunately just don't have patience for this kind of shit. Your internet connection's too slow or whatever. You can't access the Dream World for whatever reason because you don't use web codes, or for some reason or another you cannot access the Dream World, or you just don't have patience for it. Some people aren't not doing this Dream World stuff, so they can't get these Dream World abilities. Now I don't know if these codes have been hacked. I don't know if they can be hacked by action replays or whatever. But then if you do, you have to worry about it being like not legit if you try it in a tournament, because nowadays in official tournaments people have ways of checking to see if your Pokemon is completely legit, and if you hack it, you know, there's a chance that it won't be legit. Now this isn't a big issue to most people because most people just like play for fun, but for tournament people is very, very important. A lot of people do indeed want legal, legit Pokemon. So So yes, Dream World Pokemon are very, very valuable because not everybody has the patience to do this, and some people are incapable of going to the Dream World because you need certain internet connections to do it. And there you go. This is a female Poliwhirl. Poliwhirl has Swift Swim, so when I evolve to a Politoed, it has the Drizzle. And I don't need 10,000 fucking points. I am lucky to have a Japanese version. I am so lucky. We got an item here. What is that? I don't know. I'll find out what that is when I trade it over or whatever. I don't know. Okay. So this is just like the other version, except it's a lot faster. I can get a lot of points this way if I still get points by doing this. The last Pokemon is that that Burnwormy thing, that bug Pokemon with 3 different forms. You know what I'm talking about from down Pearl. Yeah, this shit right here. I don't want this. I'm not gonna waste my time on that because I don't want that. That Pokemon sucks. Unless it now that looks pretty good. Unless it has a new ability that I don't know about that makes it completely broken. Because one of those forms is actually a pretty good tank, I believe. But you're never gonna find better tanks than Blissey, Skarmory, and there's a Bronzong, of course, and I think there's a couple of new tanks out there now. In the Japanese version, I think you're still limited on the number of times you can do this before the Pokemon stop appearing, but they don't appear to stop in the English version. That's a hard scale, isn't it? I don't know what that is. That might be a hard scale. I think the Pokemon stop appearing depending on how many Pokemon you've befriended or something like that. I don't know. See, this is pretty fast right here. Or maybe it's because I'm using a faster internet connection than I normally do. I'm using my clear device, but clear devices can actually pick up on nearby internet connections. I'm getting more items than I'm finding Pokemon. I'm trying to get an Eevee so I can get a female Eevee and breed over. If I get one female Eevee, I'll be very, very happy. One female Eevee is all I really need to breed it like crazy. Another Poliwhirl. No. I passed up a Poliwhirl. Well, I've got a couple of weeks. This is what I want, Eevee. Because I think if after you befriend a certain number of Pokemon, the Pokemon will stop appearing. And I want to make sure that I get a female Eevee before tomorrow. I want one now, so I can just trade over to my English version, evolve it to whatever I want to use. Vaporeon anyone, because I don't have a reliable water type. I do not like the new water Pokemon in Black and White. But I'll use Vaporeon any day of the week. And I think I got plenty of water stones. So yeah, I'm mainly doing this for the Eevee. But like I said, I will be getting Poliwhirls, so I'm gonna have an ass load of Poliwhirls real soon, and I can trade them over to English version. So if anybody needs a Drizzletoad, after I get one and I breed about 50 of them, just hit me up and I'll see if I can trade you one. Of course, I'm gonna ask for a Ninetales in the process, a Vulpix in the process. Well, maybe not, no. But the fact that I have easy access to Drizzletoad right now is definitely gonna. What the hell am I doing? Nobody wants that. The fact that I have access to a Drizzletoad really easy is gonna make it a lot easier for me to trade for Pokemon that I want. So I'm just really lucky to have access to the Japanese version. Get your ass over here, you slow fucking piece of shit. What was that that star? I'm surprised I haven't spilled that blue one yet. Come on, get over there, get over there, get. Thank you. Okay. I still got the blue one on my head. Okay. I guess this minigame isn't too bad. Once you get the hang of it, it seems pretty easy. It's actually kind of easy once you get the hang of it. I'm not really aiming for a perfect score. The only thing I care about here is the Eevee and the Politoed. And I got it. And this one's a female. I got my female Eevee. I have a female Eevee. Just like that. I'm done. Yeah, now see, I think this is my fourth or fifth time coming to the island here in the Japanese version, and the Pokemon stopped appearing. However, in the English version, I did it about 6 or 7 times, and the Pokemon just kept showing up over and over and over again. So maybe in the Japanese version that the Pokemon stopped showing after 4 or 5 times, but in the English version they don't appear to stop unless it was slightly changed. Like maybe after you befriend a certain amount of Pokemon, the English version doesn't stop. I don't know how that works, but yeah, in the English version, the Pokemon appear to keep coming over and over again. But yeah, I'm just really lucky to have access to this Japanese version. I can put these uses orange berries to use here. Actually, this is the only use I see for orange berries. And look at this. I befriended 2 Poliwhirls and 3 Eevees. I got 2 female Eevees and a female Poliwhirl. So yes, this which one should I go for first? Should I get Poliwhirl now or should I get Eevee first? I mainly did it for the Eevees. So yeah, I'm gonna get Eevee so I can use it in my LP. I'll get Poliwhirl later because I'm really not aiming for Juzuto, but I will trade it later on. So yes, I'm gonna get Eevee. It's too bad you can only pick 1 Pokemon a day. I wish it was like maybe 5 Pokemon a day. So yeah, it's very useful event here. Very useful. Something very important about the Dream World Pokemon that you guys need to know, for those who don't know this, for those who aren't doing the Dream World or you're just starting to do the Dream World, the Pokemon caught in the Dream World, their genders and the movesets are set. Their genders and movesets are set from the moment you catch them in the Dream World. However, their IVs are not. Their IVs and their natures are not set. So I don't know how this. I can't save while I'm doing this, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to. There has to be a way to fight this Pokemon over and over again until I get the right nature or whatever. There has to be. Oh well. Anyway, it's a female, so I can breed it and get it anytime I want to. Oh well. Where are you? There you are. Come on. Up, up. I want to see you. There you go, Eevee. I'm just really lucky to have access to the Japanese version. Really lucky. There's Eevee. What kind of Pokeball do I want to use? I don't think it matters what kind of Pokeball you use to catch this thing. I think any Pokeball works like a Master Ball on it. I think any Pokeball works like a Master Ball. I'm gonna catch in the pink ball. Why'd I do that? Oh well. I think the game says when you leave the Dream World. Let me see. So I can check it right now. I can check it right now. Alright, what we got here? Let me see. Looks like this its attack goes up and its special defense goes down. I don't want that. I don't want that. So I'm gonna try to reset it now and see if that works. Okay, I didn't get any corruption warnings, so let me try this again and see if Eevee is still there. Hope I didn't fuck up. I'll get my items out later. Okay, Eevee is still here. Let's try this again. So yeah, the genders and the movesets are fixed from you catch them in the dream world. I'm using a quick ball this time. However, their natures and IVs are not set, so you can catch it over and over again until you get the IVs and nature that you want. In this case, would be either timid, modest, or bold. So I can walk to a Espeon, Jolteon, or a Vaporeon, depending on which one I get. And then I just breed it later. I'm mainly aiming for Vaporeon so I can trade over. I'll leave it default. Okay, this time its defense went up and its physical attack went down. This is a bold. This is bold. Perfect. Perfect. I can't tell the IVs, but I'll worry about that later. I worry about that when I'm like breeding special moves. So this is a bold Eevee. It's a physical defense went up, and its physical attack went down. So this is bold. Perfect. Perfect for Vaporeon. Now it's just a simple matter of having no life and trading it to myself. This is a 3DS and this is my DS. English version, Japanese version. I have no fucking life. This is a shame. This is a shame. I'm pretty sure that they have ways of keeping track with how many people have gained a certain number of points in the dream world. Knowing them, they're gonna fuck us over, and they're gonna wait until a certain number of people have actually gained 10,000 points to get the damn thing before they actually release this event in America. Trust me, I don't think they have any intention of giving us this easy access to this Politoed and Eevee anytime soon. I'm pretty sure they aren't going to do that. Not for America, because they always fuck us over, unfortunately. Yes. There's Eevee in the Japanese version. It's kind of bright, isn't it? Bye bye, Japanese Eevee. Hello, English Eevee. It's still Japanese Eevee, but I can use it in my English game now. Pretty cool, huh? So there it is, female bold Eevee, perfect for Vaporeon. I will breed it and make more Eevees once I find a breeding place. I don't even know where the breeding place is. And tomorrow I'm going to do the same thing for Poliwhirl. I believe the Swift Swim Poliwhirl evolves to Politoed. So if anybody's interested in getting one, let me know and I'll see about breeding it like crazy, and we'll see if we can start trading. Alright, I'm gonna put my friend's code in the description of this movie. Alright, I'll see you guys later.